My lifestyle before this year was horrific. Like, it was as bad as it could get. I didn't care about protein. I didn't eat any veggies. I lived off sugar, snacks, junk, and I also was in university, so that plays a role. Whatever was quick to get, my eating habits were trash. Like, very bad. And I've been on this fat loss journey ever since, and it's been a while now, on and off, up and down. I haven't exactly reached my goal yet, but what I have done is try to build habits and real lifestyle changes. It has been really slow, but they've been life-changing, and my cravings are easier to manage now. My skin is doing much better. I have fewer breakouts, and my energy isn't crashing every afternoon. So today I'm giving you 6 morning routine healthy girl hacks that have genuinely changed my life this past year. These are things that I've picked up from supermodels, TikTok, health influencers, even my mom, who is pretty much into like this healthy lifestyle, and I've tested them on myself day in and day out, and I can tell you one thing is that they really work. So grab your matcha, grab your journal, whatever you need, because if you stick to these hacks, you'll notice the difference in your body, your energy, and your confidence on the whole. Number 1 is bone broth in the morning. Let's start with the one that has shocked me the most is bone broth. Now, if you've never heard of it, bone broth is basically a nutrient-rich broth that's made with animal bones, usually chicken or fish, with herbs and spices for hours. And during that process, all the minerals, collagen, and amino acids from the bones seep into the liquid. Think of it like nature's multivitamin in a mug. And I know it sounds weird to say that I drink bone broth first thing in the morning, but hear me out. The benefits are absolutely insane. It's packed with collagen, which helps skin elasticity and joint health, amino acids that support your gut lining, and minerals that your body actually needs to function at its best. Here's what I've noticed when I started replacing my morning coffee with like a warm cup of bone broth a few times a week is that my sugar cravings dropped dramatically. I felt fuller for longer, so I wasn't running on, to grab snacks an hour later, and my energy was just so much smoother. None of those crazy caffeine spikes and crashes. It has changed my morning routine. You have to try it. And I know Kylie Jenner does this too. I've seen it somewhere, I swear. So instead of reaching for something sugary or like chugging down coffee on an empty stomach, which is the worst, try swapping it for bone broth. It's one of those underrated hacks that makes you feel nourished from the inside out. You have to try this. Number 2 is your protein first. Especially if you're like me and you always crave sugar in the mornings, the truth is that the first thing you eat in your day sets the tone for your entire blood sugar curve. And I've seen so many people say this when they're starting off their fitness journey. If your first bite is a croissant or like a bowl of cereal or anything super carby and sweet, your blood sugar spikes sky high. And you might feel good for like 30 minutes, you get that dopamine, but then that crashes, and that crash is then what makes you crave more sugar, more coffee, more snacks throughout the day. It's a roller coaster that you never get off, and it's very unhealthy. I used to do it all the time. And so when you flip that and you eat protein first as your first meal, or at least the first thing you eat, it does the opposite. Protein stabilizes your blood sugar, it balances your hormone, and it keeps you feeling full for hours. And here's the magic part, that when your blood sugar is steady, your cravings basically then disappear. Like, you don't crave it as much. That's why I started doing this. I stopped getting those insane 4 p.m. sugar binges. In fact, all throughout my day I used to crave sugar, so I stopped. And for me, some of my go-tos are simple: 2 boiled eggs with some avocado, a high protein Greek yogurt bowl with chia seeds and berries, or like if you're running late, protein smoothie with almond milk and a scoop of protein powder and some frozen fruit. It works. If you're trying to lose fat or even just feel more in control of your hunger, and when you're constantly battling cravings, this one really helps. So my rule is protein first always. Once I started this, my energy, my skin, my cravings, everything just got a lot more calmer and better. And then tip number 3 is the good old lemon water before anything else, and caffeine after your first meal. Now this one changed my mornings completely. I used to roll out of bed and the first thing I'd grab was my matcha. And some days I would feel so nauseous, so acidic, like my stomach was burning before the day even started. So here's what I do now. I wake up and drink a big glass of warm lemon water before anything else. No caffeine, no food, just warm lemon water. Because overnight your body has been fasting for 7 to 8 hours or longer, and your digestive system is resting. Your stomach acids are super low, and when you throw caffeine straight on top of that, it shocks your gut, right? Like, it completely shocks it. And that's why so many people feel acidic, jittery, or even completely nauseous the whole day when they drink coffee or matcha the first thing. So lemon water just gently wakes your digestive system up. It hydrates you after hours of not eating and without water, flushes out all the toxins, balances your pH levels, and kickstarts your metabolism just more naturally. It's like pressing the on button for your body for the day in the smoothest of ways. Do not have any type of caffeine the first thing in the morning. Then if you are a coffee person or a caffeine person, after 30 to 40 minutes, you can have your first meal with some protein or healthy fats, and your body is just actually ready to then absorb all of that. And trust me, when you do that, and then you have your matcha and coffee after lemon water and food, it feels more energizing instead of nauseating. So yes, don't reach for caffeine the second you wake up. Give your body the hydration first, and for that, lemon water has been my savior, or then electrolytes sometimes, but lemon water is definitely my go-to. And then hack number 4 is the get ready even if you're home rule. The way you present yourself to yourself the first thing in the morning sets the tone for your entire day. A lot of models, CEOs, and even high performers in general live by this rule. It's not about glam or looking like out of this world the first thing in the morning, full face of makeup. It's about a ritual of self-respect. Think about it. You spend the whole day in messy pajamas, your hair's unbrushed, you barely wash your face, no skincare, you feel sluggish and ugly, like you're not in the main character mode. Your brain literally picks that up and says, okay, today's a lazy day, so we're chilling. But if you just take 15 to 20 minutes to wash your face, apply skincare, SPF, lip balm, brush your hair, maybe do a sleek bun. I like to put a little blush on and put on clean loungewear. Your brain shifts that into, okay, I'm ready to show up for today. Even if I have to head out, I'm ready. I can just head out now for any small thing that I want. It's psychology, it's habit stacking, and it's proof that how you carry yourself is energy at the end of the day. Some days I have to film TikToks and videos, so I know if I'm looking presentable, I can just pick my camera up and film. I don't have to actually get ready. You don't need a full beat. You don't need heels. Just look in the mirror and feel put together. That's all. Because when you feel put together, you act put together. It's psychology. I have first-handedly experienced it, and that energy blends into your work, into your studying, into your content, everything. And this hack tricks your mind in the morning into productivity mode. It's like wearing like an invisible armor. For me, it's like a alter ego. Even if nobody else is seeing you that day, you see you and your work sees you, and that relationship's what matters the most. And then hack number 5 is apple cider vinegar before carbs. Before eating any carb-heavy meal like pasta, bread, rice, or even dessert, have a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar mixed with like a big glass of water. This is what I've started doing recently. So why this works is when you eat carbs, they break down into glucose, which spikes your blood sugar. And when your blood sugar spikes, insulin comes running in to lower that. And the problem is that that sharp up and down leads to energy crashes and cravings and your body storing more fat, which is what we don't want. That's why after a big bowl of pasta, you sometimes feel, you feel like super sleepy and sluggish, and suddenly you want sugar an hour later, at least for me. So apple cider vinegar helps slow that spike, and the acetic acid in vinegar actually improves your insulin sensitivity, which means your body can handle the glucose more efficiently, and that translates to less of a spike, less of a crash, and fewer cravings. And bonuses that studies have shown it can actually help your body store less fat from the carb. So how I do it is I never take it straight. It's way too harsh on your throat and teeth. I do 1 tablespoon in a tall glass of water, sometimes with lemon or honey, so it doesn't taste like straight vinegar, and I'll drink it about 10 to 15 minutes before a meal that has bread, rice, or sweets. If my lunch is like carb heavy, I'll have it before my lunch. And I've seen the difference. I've done it only for like 2 or 3 weeks now. I don't feel that heavy carb crash anymore in like the afternoon time, and my energy feels smoother. I don't get those crazy midday sugar cravings. This whole video has just been me saying that I get sugar cravings, but it's such a tiny and easy hack. It changes how your body responds to food. Think of it like, instead of letting the carbs run wild in your system, that vinegar is like a traffic controller, and it slows everything down so your body can actually use it for energy in different places possible. And then hack number 6 is my favorite, the supermodel celery juice. If you've ever scrolled through what I eat, what models eat in a day like I do all the time, you already know that celery juice is practically has its own category, and I see it in every model's, like they get it in their rule book. I feel like it's everywhere, and trust me, it's not just the hype. This stuff is like, it's like liquid detox in a glass. Celery is packed with antioxidants, vitamin A, C, and K, but the real magic is in its natural electrolytes and enzymes. What that means is that you have less bloating, which is a big problem for me, inflammation, better digestion, a calmer gut, and clearer skin, which a lot of women because of hormones have an issue with. That's why you'll see models swear by it before shoots and fashion week, because they have to have like that slimmer look. It helps keep their stomach flat, their energy steady, and their skin is glowing all the time. And because they need to look their best on camera. The thing about celery juice is it doesn't just hydrate you like water, it actually helps flush out toxins, because sometimes when you drink a lot of water, you don't necessarily flush out all the toxins. And it also resets your gut in the morning when you do celery juice, which makes a huge difference in how your body handles food later in the day. Like, are you bloated? Then try this. If you're someone who deals with puffiness, inflammation, or sugar craving kind of a person, this drink is very helpful. So please try it. And let me give you a recipe that I use and most models I've seen use. 1 large bunch of organic celery, which is washed and chopped. Then it's optional. You can add half a cucumber or 1 grated apple if you need like a little sweetness to start. Then you run it through a juicer or blend it with little water and strain it if you don't have one. Drink it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. No food, no coffee, or after your lemon water. Nothing else for at least 20 minutes. That's how your body will absorb the benefits best. Now, the taste, I know, is not for everyone at first. It's very green, and someone who never had any veggies or anything green, it was very hard for me to get used to. But your body will then crave it once you see how good it makes you feel. You know, when I have it, I feel so much better throughout the day and less bloated. So now I just have to drink it because I crave it. Think of it like a green reset button every single morning. A hack that's actually cheap, easy, and gives you that glow from within. Really like an off-duty model wipe. You have to try it. That's it, my loves. Those are some of the healthy girl hacks that have genuinely shifted my mornings and overall style and lifestyle. They're simple, but if you actually stick to them like for months, they stack up into really powerful changes, and someone will come and tell you your skin is glowing, you look different, you look toned, you look less bloated, less inflamed. And it helps your mindset too, because you feel like you're putting in some work into yourself, like you should, because you're a queen or a king. And if you even try one of them, whether it's the bone broth, protein, celery juice, let me know how it feels for you in the comments. I would love to hear your experiences. And if you have your own little morning hack like we all do that works wonders for you, please share it, because you're at the Cosmic Club. We're all about learning from each other. So please share it. Don't forget to give this video a like if it was helpful, and subscribe so we can keep growing together with more lifestyle, confidence, and glow up content. And remember that small habits create really, really big results. Like, small habits stack up to create big results. It's not like one overnight hack that can change you, but doing this consistently will. So start with one, stay consistent, and watch how your mornings and your life will transform. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care of yourself.